Oizys, also known as Oizus, is the personification of pain or distress in Greek mythology. She is one of the offspring of Nyx, night, and is often associated with the concept of mental illness. In Hesiod's Theogony, Oizys is depicted as being produced without the assistance of a father, emphasizing her connection to the primal forces of the universe. As the personification of pain and distress, Oizys is often seen as a figure who embodies the emotional and psychological suffering that can afflict human beings. While Oizys is not explicitly referred to as the Greek god of mental illness, her association with pain and distress aligns her with the broader concept of psychological suffering. In Greek mythology, mental illness was often attributed to divine forces, and the presence of a figure like Oizys reflects the ancient understanding of the profound impact that emotional and psychological distress can have on individuals. The idea of mental illness as a divine affliction is further reflected in the stories of various Greek gods and heroes who experienced psychological suffering. For example, the goddess Hera is often depicted as being consumed by jealousy and rage, while the hero Achilles is portrayed as struggling with intense anger and grief. These mythological figures serve as powerful symbols of the complex and often tumultuous emotions that can lead to mental illness. In addition to her association with pain and distress, Oizys is also connected to the broader theme of darkness and night in Greek mythology. As a child of Nyx, Oizys embodies the shadowy and mysterious aspects of the natural world, reflecting the idea that mental illness is often shrouded in darkness and uncertainty. The presence of Oizys in Greek mythology serves as a reminder of the ancient understanding of mental illness as a profound and often uncontrollable force. In the ancient world, mental illness was often attributed to divine forces, and individuals who experienced psychological suffering were seen as being under the influence of powerful and often enigmatic forces beyond their control. While Oizys may not be explicitly referred to as the Greek god of mental illness, her association with pain and distress aligns her with the broader concept of psychological suffering. In Greek mythology, mental illness was often attributed to divine forces, and the presence of a figure like Oizys reflects the ancient understanding of the profound impact that emotional and psychological distress can have on individuals. Ultimately, the figure of Oizys serves as a powerful symbol of the complex and often tumultuous nature of mental illness in Greek mythology. Her association with pain and distress, as well as her connection to the primal forces of the universe, highlights the deep and enduring impact that psychological suffering has had on human beings throughout history. While the ancient Greeks may not have had a specific god of mental illness, figures like Oizys remind us of the profound and often enigmatic nature of psychological suffering in the ancient world.